Hey, Augusta Nation! Happy Tuesday, and just getting off the Estimator trail. Really not much of a trail today. I think we had about 3 or 4 estimates on the board, and it was a good thing because I got a text message earlier this morning. My youngest son, Jackson, is 14 months old. He has started biting other people in daycare, so he's a repeat offender, and so I had to go pick him up, and I got to figure out how to get a toddler to stop biting. And he doesn't do it at home, so it's not like it's a behavior that I can correct at home. But I will be taking him. He's got a 1-day suspension, and I'll be taking him to daycare on Thursday. Gonna monitor the situation, see if I can figure out why it's happening, and then try to get him to stop. So that is a rough one. I don't know if anybody in the Augusta Nation has had to deal with that, having a child in daycare and running the risk of losing daycare privileges because of biting. Definitely open to any helpful tips if anybody's dealt with that. I'd love to hear what worked. So that's what we're dealing with at the moment. Like I said, luckily I didn't have too many estimates, but I know that it's just that time of year, and I know Mike has talked about it. I think people have spoken about their marketing, whether it be Facebook or Google, that the lead flow or the cost per click, cost per lead has gone up. And this week, we're supposed to have this week as a week of Matthew Owens, going to be the general manager for North Augusta next year. We're going to use this week for him to come and do estimates with me, learn that, and then just shadow myself and Jeremy, so we can get some training in for that. Monday morning, I think we had 2 team members not show up. They're sick. And then, so Matthew had to go out and go out in the field and do a route. And then today he had a scheduled day off. So, kind of worked out. Didn't have too many estimates. We've got 10 on the board for tomorrow. So we'll get to go and do that together. We've got a couple timed ones, so we'll get to meet with the client. He'll get some experience doing sales, talking with a client. So that'll be good, and looking forward to that. And I've been getting ready for this. Over the weekend, I think it was Friday night, I decided, I hadn't ran Facebook in a while. I will do a couple different ads to see what's going on, and use the fall video that's on the dashboard. I think it's called the dramatic fall Facebook video, and so I used that one. I had it the call to action. I think it sent them to the website, the form, and then I did one with a carousel of images that sent them to the website, and I did one with one still image. I think it was the most recent Max, and then I think it had Nick Reed trimming a shrub, I believe. And I did that one as a call. And so getting a whole lot of, the cost per click is very small. And within 2 days, I think one of them had 300, 400 clicks. I'm not really seeing my dashboard, my estimate board fill up. So I know it's not great timing, especially here in Augusta, Georgia, and most places. Leaves aren't falling. And this week we had just beautiful weather, like low 80s. In the mornings we wake up, it's in the 60s. It's not raining, it's sunny. So if I was going to do that, I probably should have waited till next week or the end of this week, when the aftermath of a hurricane is about to go through Florida, and we're about to get a bunch of rain and wind. So I'll let you know what happens on Friday, give you an update as far as what I've seen. But I know Mike talks about it a lot. When demand dips, you're going to be paying a whole lot more money for the leads because the demand just isn't there. And so that is very true, and that's what I'm experiencing right now. For that, I just wanted to get a really full week so that Matthew could see as many estimates as possible. But we'll still get them out there, and it gave me some time. I'm working on an estimate guideline, just a sheet that has standards for the verbiage that we type in, the standards as far as like measuring mulch, for instance. Mulch, pine straw, and rock is what we use. It's the only landscaping that we do. So another reason to have very simplified services. I think I've maybe spent an hour and a half typing that up, and you've got the verbiage example for property cleanups, mulch install, pine straw, rock. I think that's about it. And so that'll be a good little reference guide for him. That way everything is standardized. And then I'll work on other things that a working GM, can look to as a little more in-depth job description of like how to handle certain customer interactions, certain employee interactions that you'll see, and just really standardizing the whole process. And I believe Chuck Fought, who's the first regional manager for the corporate locations, I believe that he is building a standard document as well, so that will be nice to have. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm not sure when am I going to do this. So we're ending the third quarter. I've had August done, P&L done, so I'll do that this week. I'll get the August P&L. I've been doing a screen share with that, and let me know if you like that better than a whiteboard. You get to see everything. I think the screen share just more detailed. So let me know if you like the screen share of the P&Ls. So I'll do August. July and August have been awesome. It's been where we got all of our profits so far this year, and September is looking really good too. So looking forward to finding out what the end of the third quarter means for us, and I think it'll probably be my first significant profit share. So myself and Jeremy, it's our first year, or it's my first year, Jeremy's first year of having anything significant, 10% quarterly profit share. So that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. And I'll have that. I've got, me and Jeremy, we're working on a whiteboard this week of just kind of putting it out there as far as purchases that we're anticipating for our Augusta, call it Richmond County, Columbia County location. That'd be the one that Jeremy's the general manager of. And then the North Augusta location, the one that Matt Owens is going to become the general manager of. And then the Hepzibah location that we're going to separate this year, and then pick a GM, or we'll run a competition next year as to who's going to get the GM position. So we're doing what we're purchasing, where we're putting how much money we're putting in, and that Hepzibah location is going to be Jeremy's first 50% share location. So we're going to go in on that together. And so we've got the whiteboard of our projected purchases, and right now what we're thinking our end of the year, beginning of next year's cash reserves are going to be. And so we've got that board, and we've also got the board of where we were doing our projecting from this time last year. So kind of get to see how good we were at projecting, what we didn't account for, and just kind of learn going forward. Like, okay, I personally, I always try to overgrow. It's something I'm learning about myself, and Jeremy does a really good job of like being an awesome manager and integrator, and saying, look, like, we've got a profit. This is here. I hear your goal. This is all we need for it. We don't need to over purchase. and so he does really good at balancing me out. We're a great team on that, and so we got the preliminary numbers. I'm sure some things will change between now and us spending the money, but I'll be interested to see if we were correct on the cash reserves we're going to have going into next year. That's just a little update. I appreciate you joining me on the Estimator trail. I'm about to be home, just got into Evans, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'll have Matthew with me, so maybe we'll get some video footage of his first interaction with a customer.